actually a song. I've not heard one song yet.
The 10
No,
attitudes
it's not.
for leadership development.
Good morning. This is a VW Scirocco, as you've probably noticed. It's white, but we'll look past that for the purposes of the video. I'm going to do a little review. No messing around, I'll take it for a drive, show you the inside, tell you what I think. Let you make your mind up for yourselves. On with the video. Before I start the review, if you could, please could you press the subscribe button, big red button, and means you'll be subscribed, and it means a lot to me. Thank you very much. I was going to start this review by saying I actually quite like this car already, but just after I turned the cameras off, I trapped my finger in the boot lid, and I actually really hate this car now. More than any car I've ever hated, and I've had a car land on my head. It does actually drive really nice. I know it is essentially a Golf, but it does remind me a lot of a Golf. Until you look in your mirror and you realise that you can't see a thing out the back. As a daily, I think this would be a really good car. Not if you have kids or family or anything to put in the boot or the back, but if it's just for driving from A to B quite fast and nipping through little gaps in traffic and all that, then it is actually a really, really good car. And it's nippy as well. It's a 2-litre turbo, I believe. 0 to 60 in around 6 seconds. I don't even know what the top speed is. I'm going to guess around 140. But it drives great. It sticks to the road. I've already had a look around it on what tyres it's got on, because I thought this sticks really well. And it's got 2 tyres on the left side I've never heard of, and 2 mismatching tyres on the right side I've also never heard of. Oof. And really stiff suspension. This car has come from an auction, so I don't really know any of the history, but I think the suspension has been swapped out, because it's got the switch here for your damper control, like your comfort and sport, and what's the other one they always have in the middle? Dynamic or something weird, I don't know. Anyway, and the light on it's flashing like it's got a fault. And if you look at the car, it's really, really low. And if you put it in sport or comfort, it doesn't make any difference whatsoever. Sounds good too. I've got a feeling the previous owner might have had it lowered. Sound great though. I think that's standard exhaust as well. This Scirocco in particular has got 131,000 miles on the clock, and I'm not gonna lie, it feels like a new car. There's a knock on the left side every now and then, but I'm guessing that's just a ball joint, so nothing major. And other than that, it feels proper tight and new. The steering's straight, the tracking must be spot on as well. So with this being an auction car, I've been doing some research, just trying to find out things about it. And it's got R badges all over it, but from a simple reg check, you'll see it's a GT model. As far as I know, that just means it's not as good as an R. But it's got the badges on, so I can pretend. Oh, it is so bumpy. It's like driving my Subaru again, but without all the power. But it does corner superbly, especially considering it's got odd tyres on all the wheels. I've got one major complaint which I noticed as soon as I got in the car. I tried to put my foot down on the accelerator pedal and there's a piece of plastic next to it which feels like it should be a pedal, so I was pushing down on it and it wasn't going anywhere. I realised the accelerator is just to the left, so it feels a bit odd. There's normally a footrest for your left foot, but you don't normally get one for your right foot. Maybe that's VW thinking ahead for when you're on the motorway, cruise control on, you can rest both your feet on either side of the pedals. Maybe that's a good thing. Oh no, I'll let you decide. This actual car I'm in now is destined to be a racing car. I'm dropping it off tomorrow at a workshop somewhere and they're going to strip it down and make it into a full-on race car. I'll do my best to review it after the conversion. That'd be quite interesting, I think. I'd say it feels quite cheap inside. It's quite, I don't know. I think the steering wheel is nice, but all the plastic just feels a bit, I don't know, maybe VW-y. Reminds me of my Touareg. But I love the steering wheel. It's got the flat bottom and the angled other bottom edges, I don't know. And it just feels good in your hand. It's good thickness. The gearbox is so smooth. It feels like it just really enjoys changing gear. I tell you something I don't like about this. The seats are rock hard and there's no like give in them, there's nowhere to go, which maybe is a good thing if you're ragging it around. But I don't know, I wouldn't call this a ragging it round car, just call it an easy little daily. Just use it to pop to the shop, grab some bread and milk, and then drive back home. If you want to go on a real drive anyway, you're getting something proper. It's got some really funny CDs in here that came with the car.
Some of you will have problems trying to keep your house, so you
I
can
mean,
actually lose your capacity to generate income. And I've been sent by God, perhaps just among the elite, to tell you, look, if
this
you're
is
going
a
to make it through
CD.
the crisis.
Next song. It's actually a song. I've not heard one song yet.
The 10
No, it's not.
attitudes for leadership development. Leaders are very unique people. They have a very
Who has been driving this car? Who drives around listening to sermons of church services? I was talking to my dad about this car. I was at a barbecue for his 60th birthday yesterday. Happy birthday, Dad. And I told him that I think this is too small. As soon as I got in it, it was too small. And he said he test drove a Mark I Scirocco back in the day, and he said that was too small. So I don't think they've got much bigger over the years. I was putting it on my trailer the other day, and I was leaning forward like this so I could see over the trailer, and I pressed the brakes and I just headbutted this. It really hurt. So yeah, there's not that much space. And I noticed as well, if you sit up, then your head's on the roof. There must be roadworks here. We never normally stop here. Show you some things inside. Look at the mad door handles. I don't know what they're all about. Oh, sunglasses holder. Oh, look at these. Oh, yes. Oh, a bit scratched on the right eye. What do you think? A bit too colourful for me, I think. Put them back. I wonder who used to own this. So they had aviators and they drove around listening to sermons. What else can we figure out about them from what's in here? What's this? LED headlight? Is that a bulb? Yeah, it's a bulb or something like that. Oh, there's more Sermons CDs in the glove box. Sermons 1. This God is Too Good. The Worship Album 1000. I want to know who used to drive this. What's this? Locking wheel, no, and this thing. For iPhone 4S, iPad, micro USB. Oh, it's a converter. So there's a socket down here. That big end plugs into the socket, and then there's a little micro USB thing on the other side. Why didn't they just have a micro USB socket in the car in the first place? Is it too old? 2011 this car is. Here we go. We're going again. Yeah, 2011, so what's that, 11 years old? Was that before the times of Bluetooth and micro USBs? I was wearing this hat when I came out today, and then I remembered I'm in a Scirocco and not a Golf, so I think this one might be more appropriate. It's more of an old man car, a Scirocco, isn't it? Ha, Dick's Lane. I'm not a child. Oh, she does like to go. I'd say as like boy racery as it is, it's quite civilized at the same time. It's not too loud in the cabin. There's just a nice noise. There's a Renault Kadjar. Every time I see one of them, makes me think of like a kung fu guy going Kadjar. It is a really nice place to be, this, but I don't know if it's just me and the fact that I like bigger cars, but I couldn't spend more than a few hours in here. I don't know. I don't know if it is even just the size. I think it's just generally quite uncomfortable. The seat is grabbing me. I don't know whether that's because I'm not the skinniest man alive, but it is proper gripping hold of me here and pushing my sides in. And they are rock hard seats, like there's just no play in them at all. So you feel every single bump, especially because the suspension's rock solid as well. There's nothing to absorb the impact except yourself. So you might have whiplash every time you get out of the car. For me personally, I wouldn't buy one. I think if I was going to buy something like this, I'd get a Golf, because it does it all. You got 5 doors and bigger boot and more headroom. Well, I still got this hat on. Didn't realise. Whereas this, it's just, I don't know, there isn't really an advantage, is there, over a Golf? I think they look good, but I do genuinely think Golfs look better. I've driven a Golf GTI, my little brother's got one, and I'd say that drives better than this as well. It's slightly modified, but I think this is slightly modified, so it does feel really nice though, I'm not gonna lie, I do like it. I just wouldn't buy one myself. If someone was gonna give me one and it wasn't gonna cost me anything to run it, then I'd possibly keep it. I've pulled over so I can show you some things in the car. First thing I've noticed is the armrest slides out. You can extend the armrest so that you can stop yourself from putting the handbrake on properly. Bit of a silly design. Who needs out there anyway? Who's driving like that? It's very odd. Oh, and it's a bit stiff. There's a storage space here which is big enough for not a big iPhone. What have I got that's small? There's some keys, some car keys. They stick out the top as well. This headlight bulb. No. CD. No. It's an old bulb. Yeah. It's the old bulb fits, so that's what that's for. Old bulbs. What else? Oh, there's a thing in the glove box like I've got in my Touareg, so you can keep your drinks cool in the glove box. There's a man walking down the side of the car being nosy as to what I'm doing. He parked up behind me. He's been looking at me ever since. Hello. There's a boot release on the door down here, which is very handy because there's no button on the boot lid, which I've never liked in a car. There should always be a button. Same as keyholes, there should be a keyhole in every door, just in case your battery dies or whatever, because that does happen. What else? Cheap feeling plastics, like I said before. Steering wheel is nice. I do love the shape. I love the flat bottom. I guess if it didn't have a flat bottom, no, you wouldn't be able to get in and out the car because it's so small. The infotainment system all looks really nice, but I'm not even going to bother trying to play with it. Hazard light switch is up there. We all need to know where that is. I don't know, can you see the seats on this camera? So they look alright, but they're just rock hard. There's nothing in them, especially the bottom. The bottom really is rock hard, like no give at all, and not comfy. They're just really, really, really hard, and they're not heated and they're not cooled, so it's a fail in that department. Oh, it's got an auto dimming mirror, just noticed. That's clever, I like that. I don't know if I'm going to even bother getting in the back, 'cause it's so small. Well, there's only 4 seats as well. There's 2 in the back, so maybe that helps with space in the back, because you don't have stupid middle seat trying to fit in there. I'm not even going to bother, it's too small back there. I'm in the back. That'll do. Sunglasses holder. There's not really much going on in here, is there? 6-speed gearbox. There's a DSG option as well, which is probably better, but manuals are fun. I think that's all there really is to tell you about the inside. It's an alright place to be, but I wouldn't want to be here for too long. To sum up, it is a really nice drive. If you want a small hot hatchback and you like VWs and you don't want to golf, then maybe this is the car for you. But there's got to be a lot of boxes on the list that you don't need to tick in order to buy a Scirocco, I think. They stopped making them, didn't they? There's probably a big reason for that. But there's still a few around, and they are quite cool little cars. And they're different, and not many people have them. They're quite rare, aren't they? Probably because everyone got the Golf. I think we'll end it there for today. Thank you very much for watching. If you've liked the video, please press the like button. Subscribe to the channel, it means an awful lot to me, and it doesn't take much for you to do. And see you in the next one. Let's overtake someone.